Hey guys, VTech here again, Blueberry Hill. So one more track change on the Bobcat. It's probably the third video I've had with changing the tracks, but I learn something every time. It's this one was actually the easiest one. It was just getting kind of warm out there, so a little sweaty job, but humidity was really high, pretty hot, and these tracks weigh about 325 to 350, depending on what model it is. So I don't really know which one. Anyway, follow along if you can. It's just a bunch of prying and trying to move 300 pounds of stuff around. So you see me doing there, I'm prying on the piston to release the track, put slack in it so we can pop it off the cogs. And it's just a little valve in the back. You just release it and squirt out about I don't know, half a quart of grease to release the full tension on it, and then you can start prying on the track to get it off the cogs. And fun part is just trying to get your handle on where you can get it to start coming off. Once it starts on one side, it's pretty easy to take off. You'll see in a second here. And it just kind of like magically does it. Again, this thing's heavy, so you just got to keep playing. And I have a pretty long pull there. So anyway, enjoy. So once you get a lot of slack in the bottom section of the track, I think you start seeing a little bit of light in the front cog, and it'll pop off. There it goes. So it's just like you pry, and all of a sudden it just goes pink, and then it's heavy, so you have to try to somehow get it off the rear. So, anyways, again, you just use some leverage. I used a long bar, so it gives you a pretty good leverage, and then it just pops off. So now get rid of the old and in with the new. And with that, I'll get Angie to help me, because I kind of put it on a down slope from the Bobcat, and it was a little hard to push it up slope by myself. But anyway, we did it. Oh, so here you see we got the track sort of in place. Angie's going to help me out, and we're going to push it towards the Bobcat. It's heavy, so again, a little bit of help. You can muscle it by yourself, but why? So anyway, so we kind of get it close, and then we start prying and moving the track. I like putting the bottom section, which drags on the ground, pretty much where the cogs are going to line up with the bottom wheels, the rollers, and then try to heave it into place. And I always seem to do the rear first because it's easier. And then once it gets on the cogs there, then the front, it's just a matter of prying and getting it in there. Anyway, you saw me taking a breath there, right? It was pretty hot this day. It was probably like 98 and pretty humid, so sweating my butt off. Anyway, we managed. So because the track slacks at the bottom, I had Angie put a piece of wood in there while I was prying on it, and that kind of makes the track a little bit tighter, move towards the front. So I found that was pretty helpful. You basically lift it up, shove a piece of wood under there, so now it's more in contact with the rollers, and then you start prying on the front cog and getting it on there. And again, it goes, and all of a sudden you just magically move it and it just pops on. So you'll see that in a second here. So once that's done, now you just put grease back in the cylinder to extend the cylinder, tightens up the track and holds everything in the cogs in the right place. And this takes quite a bit of pumping. Fun part, you can see the plate in the little window at the top of the support for the track. You can see it moving towards the front of the Bobcat, and once it's kind of right on the front, the track's pretty tight. I've never read the service manual about how tight they should be. I just kind of do it to what it doesn't, the track doesn't plop and hit the top part of the frame. So I guess semi-tight, but you don't want these things coming off when you're rolling on rocks, because you'll be stuck, and it'll be a lot more fun trying to get the track on or off at that point. That's from what I've heard. I've never done it, but anyway, pretty simple. This took roughly about 20 minutes, 25 minutes with all the huffing and puffing, and got it done. So now I have two new tracks pretty much on the Bobcat, so we're ready to roll. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you guys later. Ciao.